So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Play action. Now Wentz. Taking a shot for Samuel.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Dancing to it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Raiders, nothing. Tucker McCann. Set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz going to throw.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jerome Baker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21. Raiders 3. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. 30.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They put plans so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Wentz again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
At the 34-yard line.
Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. To throw, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Miami. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Touchdown, Dolphins. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He gets this one to Boyd. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Dolphins 49, Raiders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate...
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 12. Miami Dolphin first down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything.